Like so many of you, I've tried to lose weight off and on throughout my entire life. I'm 66 years old, and it got to the point where it was time for me to lose weight. And I found a way to do it. I've lost 50 pounds in the last 7 months, and it was been relatively easy. And I want to explain to you how I did it. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody to my channel. My name is Mark Fisher. The channel is Las Vegas Travel and More, where I cover Las Vegas, traveling around the world, and other subjects like the one we're going to talk about today, and that was my personal weight loss journey. It's not easy to lose weight. We've all been there. We've all been trying it. But like I said before, I have lost 50 pounds in the last 7 months, and I'm going to tell you how I did it. A lot of my friends have been asking me, and I'm still on that weight loss journey because there's more that I'd like to lose. Here's a photograph of me. That's January of this year, 2024 on the left. That's a selfie that I took of myself. And that's me today when I took a selfie today. And you can see the difference in my face, how much weight I have lost. I wanted to explain first my journey, okay? Everybody is different. First thing I wanted to mention is that, like I said, this is my journey and my story. This is my disclaimer for everybody. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving advice as a doctor, and you should seek medical advice regarding your health and your weight loss, not from me. But I'm going to explain to you my story so at least you have some information about what's worked for me. I come from a family where we are big, we're large, okay? If I lost a ton of weight, I still would be large. I've got a size 8¼ head. You can see this big melon here. It's to contain all that brain power that I have. But literally, when I've had to get hats, I used to have to wear a uniform. They had to special order my hat because my head was so big. When I tried playing football in high school, they had to get a specially made helmet because I got a big head. I also am big boned. I have 37.5-inch sleeves on each arm. I've got really long arms, okay? And I've got broad shoulders, but I'm only 6'1". It's not like I'm some super tall dude or anything like that. I'm 6'1", but I'm big, and big runs in my family, okay? So I carry a lot of weight, and you would never know that I was that heavy. I'm going to show you a photograph of me. This is in 1990. When I left Scientology, I weighed 230 pounds there. I actually looked like a string bean in comparison to how I look now, but I actually was a good, healthy weight there. But I was 230 pounds there. And most people would look at you and go like, you don't look like you weighed 230 pounds. But that was me in 1990, September 1990. So you get an idea of that I carry weight well, and I can carry a lot of weight. I moved to Las Vegas, and I could eat anything I wanted whenever I wanted to. I'm not a cook. I don't smoke cigarettes, and I don't really drink. I'll have a drink every once in a while if I go out to a bar, but I don't drink at home or anything like that. So that's also part of my story, is that I don't drink, I don't smoke. But I do like food, and I do have a sweet tooth, and it's been that way all my life. So literally from that 230-pound picture that you saw there, within the first 6 months, I gained about 35 pounds up to about 265 pounds. And I carried that weight and then slowly increased over the years and got bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, like most of you, I battled with diet and exercise in order to try and lose weight. All right. I've tried all sorts of diets over the years. I'm sure you all have, right? I've tried limiting what I eat. I've tried exercising all the time, and I would have, incremental wins. I would lose maybe 20, 25 pounds at the most, but then always, my brain would tell me I'd start eating again, and I'd start eating things I shouldn't be, and it started not exercising as much, and the weight would all come back. right? So that was about my yo-yoing all throughout these years. And I turned 65 years old last year, and I'm now 66 years old. And it was getting to the point where I needed to get serious about losing some weight because I want to be around for a long time. Well, there's another factor involved with weight loss. Young people can exercise and they can, eat what they want. Everybody's metabolism is different and that type of thing, right? But genetics plays a big role in terms of your weight and your weight loss. Like I said, I come up from a family of large people and big people, right? And genetics also plays a part in terms of how much you can eat and what you can eat and when. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I ran into a friend about a year and a half ago, and he had lost about 35 pounds. And I asked him, I said, "What are you doing to lose weight like all of us do, right?" And he told me that he was taking a medication that was prescribed to him by his doctor. And I said, "What, like Ozempic?" Because we all seen the commercials for Ozempic and Wegovy and all that. And he said, "No, not Ozempic. It's called Mounjaro." And he said, "I just give myself a simple shot once a week, and the pounds just come off. I've lost 35 pounds in like 3 months." And I said, "You're kidding me?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Any side effects?" He said, "Not really." He said, "I just don't feel like eating, and I don't eat very much because your stomach shrinks." I said, maybe I should check that out. When I turned 65, all of a sudden I had insurance again because I was on Medicare, and I was able to go see a primary care physician. And I asked about the fact that I'd like to lose weight and get healthier. So I was sent to an endocrinologist, right? And this is the point that I wanted to make here is that I went to a doctor for advice in terms of what I should do. And that is what I tell everybody is go visit your doctor to get advice in terms of losing weight and your overall health, right? Anyway, so I went to go see my doctor, and he did all, the routine blood tests and all that. And I found out my A1C, which is my blood sugar and insulin level, was really high. It was 6.7, which is diabetic range. Okay. And so basically, if I was going to continue on this path, I would get diabetes. And I found out that diabetes does run in my family, and that I've had family members that have died, in my dad's generation from diabetes. And so I needed to do something about it. I asked him if I could go on Ozempic, which is semaglutide. And he said, "No, you can't do that." He said you could do it, but that your insurance won't cover it. But Medicare will cover Mounjaro. Okay. And so I can put you on that. Let me tell you a little bit about these drugs. Okay. Wegovy is a drug that's approved by the FDA for weight loss, and it works similar to Mounjaro. Okay. Wegovy, like I said, is approved for weight loss. Mounjaro is approved for treating type 2 diabetes. It's not approved by the FDA for weight loss, although you do lose weight with the drug because it works the same way that Wegovy does. I just need to put my glasses on so I can read this to you. And this is, how does Wegovy work? Okay. And this comes from healthline.com. And Wegovy works by acting like the GLP-1 hormone. This hormone works in your brain to regulate your appetite. By mimicking the activity of GLP-1, Wegovy can help reduce your appetite and lower the amount of calories you consume. Wegovy also slows down how fast food moves from your stomach to your intestines, which can help you feel full for longer. These effects can lead to weight loss and help with weight management over time. So that's what these drugs are intended to do. They slow down your digestive system so it moves through slower and you feel full, but it also tells your brain through this hormone that you are not hungry and that you don't have an appetite. And it works to suppress cravings. Okay. And this has worked for me. I don't have any cravings for food. Okay. And I'm going to go over with you my diet. But by reducing the amount of food that you eat, because you don't have the cravings, your stomach shrinks and you can't handle as much food. You end up eating less calories. And as you go through the day, you're going to burn X amount of calories just living life or exercising or walking the dog or whatever, and you end up losing weight. And I've been losing on average about a pound a week, and it just continues. But I'm not hungry. I'm not going to the gym. I'm just walking my dog 4 or 5 times a day around my neighborhood on short walks. So it really is a miracle for me. I've never experienced anything like this without having to work out really hard at the gym and really cut down what I eat, meaning my choices. When I'm on the medication that I'm on, I'll go over the side effects with you, which are really minor, but I don't feel like eating all the time. And it just basically curbs my appetite. So I'm losing weight not because of the drug itself, but I'm burning more calories than I'm taking in, and that's why I'm losing weight. There's another factor that Wegovy also reduces your blood glucose sugar levels. It does this by increasing how much insulin your body produces and by blocking a chemical that causes your liver to produce glucose. Over time, weight loss and decreased blood sugar levels can reduce your risk of serious cardiovascular problems. That's how these semaglutides like Wegovy and Ozempic work. Okay. And Wegovy is the one that's approved by the FDA for weight loss. The medication that I'm on and that I was put on by my doctor is Mounjaro. And this is what Mounjaro is used for. Mounjaro is used along with exercise and a balanced diet to help manage blood sugar levels in adults with type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a condition that causes high blood sugar. Having high blood sugar levels over time can raise your risk of other conditions, such as heart attack, kidney problems, vision problems, or nerve conditions. It's important to manage your blood sugar levels to lower your risk of these conditions. So because my A1C was in the diabetic range, I was put on Mounjaro. And the nice thing was that Medicare covered it. Okay. Now, these drugs are expensive. They can be expensive. Like Mounjaro, if I was to pay out of pocket, it would be $1,280 a month, $1,280 a month for the injections. I get one injection a week, so it's 4 injections, right? And the injections are nothing. It's like a pin injector. You just press it against your stomach, your leg, or your arm. You press it for 2 seconds, it pops back up, and it's done. You don't even feel it, right? But basically, it's expensive. It's $1,280 for Mounjaro. I don't know how much Wegovy or Ozempic or any of those are. And you should check with your doctor. Again, like I said, if you decide that you want to try one of these or go on this, Ozempic and Wegovy, they're approved for weight loss. But I don't know if insurance covers it or not. You would have to check with your doctor and your insurance company. But they can be expensive, okay? And a lot of Hollywood celebrities and people like that are using Ozempic and they're losing weight. I want to tell you about what happened with me as far as the Mounjaro goes and the different side effects. I got my first injections, my first injection at the beginning of March of this year. And like I said, it's real simple. There's a little pen injector. I just put it against my stomach. I press it. You don't even really feel it, and it's done, right? They start you out at a low dosage of the Mounjaro or Ozempic or whatever, and they wait 4 weeks for your body to build up some tolerance to it, and then they increase it slowly until you get to the point where you're actually losing the weight that you want to lose and also improving, for me, my blood sugar levels. So what happens is the possible side effects are nausea. I had no nausea. It slows down your digestion, so you can have constipation, and that does happen. But what it does, by slowing down, you end up going to the bathroom, okay, about every 2 to 3 days, sometimes 4 days between times that you go to do number 2 in the bathroom, okay? But it's fine. You don't feel anything, and it works just fine, but it slows everything down, okay? You also feel full. And then the only side effect really that I've had from time to time is that sometimes you get gas in your stomach, like you feel bloated and you burp or you belch. And that's easily handled by just taking like a Gas X or a gas relief tablet, and it goes away. It's not a big deal. But that's it, okay? And so I've now reduced the time that I eat, okay? So I don't eat until I get home around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And that's when I have breakfast. And I have breakfast every morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I'll show you what I have for breakfast here in a minute. And then I don't eat again until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where I have my evening meal. Now, a lot of times I feel full at 4 o'clock, but I make myself eat something because I need to get nutrition and that type of thing. So even though I feel full and probably could skip the meal and eat the next day, I make myself eat a small meal. And so I'll eat a small meal at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I have a sweet tooth. So then I used to like to eat my kryptonite were donuts and ice cream. But now I just have like an ice cream sandwich like you would see that we used to get in school, elementary school and high school. And I eat that and I'm totally satisfied and that's it. As far as drinking goes, I also don't drink. I've never drank sugar sodas like Coca-Cola or 7-Up that was sugar. Okay, I've drank Diet Coke and that type of thing for caffeine, but I don't drink that often. Instead, I mainly drink diet green tea, iced green tea, Arizona brand, and that's what I drink during the day over ice. So I'm sipping on that most of the day. But that's basically what I eat. I eat twice a day, and that's it, right? I wanted to see if I would lose weight just by eating. And I basically eat whatever I want. There's no like, oh, you can't have this and you can't have that. But you do end up limiting what you eat because like I said, your stomach is smaller and your system slowed down. But the amazing thing is that you don't have a desire anymore that you've got to eat something, I told this story to a friend of mine. It's like we went to a birthday party at a really great pizza restaurant here in Las Vegas, and we ordered a large pizza for everybody to share. Before I would sit down and look at that pizza and go like, oh man, I want to eat the whole thing, right? And I'd eat 2 or 3 slices of the pizza and be completely full, right? But now I can basically eat one slice of pizza and then that's it. I can't eat any more than that. And I actually don't want to eat any more than that. Okay. My system is slowed down to the point where I feel full. And the only other side effect that I have is that if I do overeat, like if I go to a restaurant and eat too much, I then feel really bloated. And like I said, I get the gas situation. So I decided that, it forces you not to eat a lot of food. Now, when I go to a restaurant, okay, I don't order an entree. I usually will order an appetizer, a small appetizer, and I'll just eat that. Or if I do order an entree, I maybe eat a half or a third of it and then bring the rest of it home and have it the next day. Okay. Now I know this is hard to believe for some people. I had a friend who had needed to lose a lot of weight and he had gastric bypass surgery, which is really invasive. And I would never do something like that. Right. But for him, that's what he did. And he used to tell me that all he could eat was like a little cup full of food a couple times a day. And I used to think, man, I could never do that. Could never get by on a little cup of food. And he lost a lot of weight doing that. But he says, well, that's all I can handle because otherwise I end up throwing up the food if I eat too much, right? Well, I'm amazed by using the medication that I use, that basically I have no desire to eat large quantities, or even when I see like food shows or cooking shows, before I'd be like, oh, wow, I'd really like to have that, that desire is gone. I just don't have that right now. So that's also a side effect that you might want to consider. If you enjoy going to restaurants and eating out, this may not be for you, right? But if you're interested in improving your health and losing weight, this does work, okay? And I'm happy to do this, right? The other thing is that, I'm 66 years old, and now that I'm on this medication because of, my diabetes and that type of thing, I'm going to probably be on this medication probably for the rest of my life. Now, what will happen is that I've lost 50 pounds. I want to lose another 25 pounds. And then I'm going to see how I feel and see where I'm at. And I may actually end up losing a little bit more. So what will happen when I've reached my goal weight is that they'll then modify how much of the medication that I take. But also my habits have changed, whereby I eat a lot less and less often. And if I do that over time, hopefully that's going to continue, and we'll see. Now, I realize that this is contrary to a lot of the weight loss experts out there who say diet and exercise, that's the way to lose weight. And it does work for a lot of people, but there are a lot of people that don't have the genetics to handle it. And what I'm learning by this is that by this medication, it is helping me to lose weight and get healthier. The results have been my A1C. We tested it after I've been doing this for about 4 months, dropped from 6.7 down to 5.8, which is 1/10 of a point above normal. Okay. And it's going to improve even more. The other numbers have also improved. My blood pressure has gotten into a low normal range on blood pressure, and I'm going to eventually not have to take blood pressure medication. All my other numbers, my kidney function, my liver function, they're all doing better. Why? Because I've lost weight, all right, and I'm eating less, and basically my body is not having to work as hard. So it overall general health has improved, and it's going to continue to improve. So for me, this has been a miracle in terms of how to lose weight and how to get healthy and stay that way going forward. So like I said, I consulted my doctor, and that's what I recommend. If anybody's interested in doing this, consult your doctor. Now that I've lost weight, I actually have more energy, so I can start going to the gym, going on hikes, doing that sort of thing. I'm not having to carry as much weight. 50 pounds is a 50-pound sack of potatoes. Imagine having that strapped to your back and going on a hike. Okay, that's a lot of weight to lose. And it's because of that, I'm a lot lighter on my feet. It's easier to go up and down stairs. Let me show you what I eat. Okay, I am a person of habit, so I like to eat the same things over and over again. I do not cook. I'm not a cook. All right. So what I have for breakfast every morning, like I said, around 9 o'clock in the morning, is one egg, one sausage patty, an English muffin with some cheese on it. Okay. And you might also know this as a sausage and egg McMuffin from McDonald's. And that's what I have. I have one sausage and egg McMuffin from McDonald's every day. I love eggs, and that's basically my breakfast meal. That I then also have a small bowl of Life cereal. Okay. I have a small bowl of Life cereal because that's really all I can eat. And I eat it with oat milk. I have oat milk, not dairy milk. I have oat milk, and it's totally delicious, totally satisfied, and I'm very happy with it. What do I eat for dinner at 4 o'clock? I eat a small meal. Again, I don't cook, right? So I'll eat like a small frozen pasta dish or some fried rice with chicken or something like that on the left, or I'll just have a sandwich. I'll make a sandwich, a turkey and cheese sandwich, a chicken salad sandwich. And that's all I can eat. I just eat the sandwich alone. If I have a hamburger, I just eat the hamburger. That's it. The hamburger with the bun and the lettuce and tomato, and I eat that. I don't order with fries. I don't need to eat the fries, and I have no desire to eat the fries. So that's what I eat for dinner, and I'm totally satisfied, and I'm actually full because I'm feeling full even before I eat. So I eat a small meal for dinner around 4 o'clock. And then I can't do without my ice cream. So around 6 or 7 o'clock at night, I'll have an ice cream sandwich, the type that we used to get when we were in elementary school. I buy them at the grocery stores. They're only 150 calories. I'll eat one of those, and that's it. Or maybe I'll have a chocolate chip cookie, one or the other. I can vary what I have for dinner. If I wanted to eat something different for breakfast, I would, but this is the easiest thing for me. And so that's what I eat. Okay. Now, this is, like I said, the photograph of me today. My goal is to lose 25 more pounds, and then I'll see where I'm at. I'm losing about a pound a week. Okay. And I see my doctor on a regular basis, and my health is good. So, but right now I'm the lowest I've been probably since around almost the year 2000. So like in the last 24 years, I'm the lowest I've been in 24 years. And I want to get even lower so that I have a healthier weight and can move around. Again, my advice is visit the doctor for their advice. Okay. My brother has, and he's lost weight. I have a friend who went on Mounjaro, and he's losing weight and getting healthier, and it's working. Science is always improving things. Okay. We didn't have computers, years ago. We didn't have cell phones years ago. We didn't have the cure for various diseases years ago. And we do have, genetic science that's making major progress in diseases. Okay. Think about the AIDS epidemic. Okay. They have medications now. If somebody contracts AIDS, the medications can actually keep them alive and actually keep that under control. We didn't have that before. Well, my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, these semaglutides and all that, they're a game changer. And I think they're going to help people live longer and live a healthier life. And so I just think it's a step in the right direction. And for me, it's like a miracle. I have never lost 50 pounds before, and I can see that it's going to move forward, and I'm going to continue to do well with it. So that's what I do. And then as far as my exercise goes, for right now, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, walking and playing with my dog Misha. You ready for the ball? You ready for the ball? Ready for the ball? Go get it, Misha. That's a good girl, Misha. Good girl. Fun at the park. There you go. That's my dog, Misha, and she's my exercise buddy. Now that I'm feeling better, though, and lost weight, I actually want to participate in more sports, things like that, and also get to the gym, get on more hikes, and do more walking and all that. So I'm sure it's going to be even better for me. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find this informative and helpful. Like I said, consult a doctor. This is just my story. My genes and genetics and health is different than yours and everybody else's. So the best thing I can tell you to do is go see your doctor. But that's what I've been doing. That's how I'm losing weight. I'm really feeling great, and it's a game changer, and it's a miracle as far as I'm concerned. If you have any questions, please ask down below, or any comments. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in there saying that this is a mistake and all that. That's fine. You're welcome to your opinion and express it down there in the question and comment section. I will respond to you. Again, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like and notification button. I do lots of different videos, not just on this. I do it on Las Vegas, places to go, things to see, travel, that type of thing. And I would appreciate it if you'd subscribe. I think you'll find my channel informative and hopefully entertaining. And then if you'd like to support my channel, you can buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description down below. You just click on it. You can buy me a coffee. Any donations that are made, I did just go right back into the channel. So anyway, I appreciate that. And then finally, if you'd like to become a member of my channel, right next to the subscribe button, there's a join button. You just click on that. It's another way to support the channel. There's a short video that tells you about membership, and I really appreciate the members that I do have, and also look forward to new members joining as well. That's the show for today. I hope you found it informative and entertaining, and hopefully it'll help other people find new health and better health for everybody. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.